And good morning, everyone. Welcoming you to another edition of Game Time with Kenny. Yes, Game Time with Kenny is back in the house. And again, we do apologize for not being on for so long. Lately we've just had different situations come up to where we were unable to go ahead and do a daily program. So I do apologize for that. But again, all of the different things that we have planned for to do and everything, we will eventually get those programs in. But it's just going to take us a little bit of time to get there, but we will. But today, it's just only going to be just a shortened edition. It's going to be, you know, um, an expanded edition today. But let's go through some of the things that we're going to talk about today. Okay. Now at UCF, Scott Frost went from 6-7 in 1 year to 13-0 in year 2. Can he make a similar jump at Nebraska? Well, Scott Frost was just an amazing head coach in UCF, and it's going to be very, very tough to see him go and coach another team this year. But he will be in Nebraska. The Arizona Cardinals rookie quarterback, Murray, he was 6 for 7 in a smooth debut yesterday. It was great. But let's go ahead and start by going through the NFL preseason action. The first full weekend started yesterday with 11 games in the National Football League. Buffalo beats Indianapolis 24-16. The Battle of New York in the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Giants quarterback Jones zings his first touchdown, perfect on the opening drive. And it was just awesome. And some of the top performers in that game, Alex Tanney, he was 14 of 19, passing for 190 yards on a touchdown. Trenton Cannon for the New York Jets had 9 carries for 20 yards. And TJ Jones on the receiving end for the Giants had 6 receptions for 72 yards, an average of 12 yards per reception and a touchdown. So the Giants beat the Jets 31-22 in that game. What can you say about Mayfield? I mean, Mayfield was just on fire. He has a touchdown on his only drive of the game, and looks like they got a great future in Mayfield as the quarterback for Cleveland. So hopefully the Browns are going to make some noise this year as they beat the Washington Redskins 30-10 in yesterday's game. The New England Patriots, they go into Detroit and win 31-3. Brian Hoyer, he throws 2 touchdowns in the Patriots preseason opener. Just a great game. On the receiving end, these are all for the New England Patriots, the top performers. Jacoby Myers was 6 receptions for 69 yards and 2 touchdowns. Nick Brossette, the running back, was 22 carries and 66 yards, an average of 3 yards per carry and a touchdown. And on the passing side, Jarrett Stidham was 14 of 24, 179 yards and a touchdown in that game. Also yesterday, Miami wins at home over Atlanta 34-27. Tennessee wins in Philadelphia 27-10. The first shutout of the preseason occurs in Baltimore as the Ravens beat the Jaguars 29-0. Jackson zips a 10-yard touchdown to Snead as part of a victory in that game. The Carolina Panthers go into Chicago and they win 23-13. Burns tallies 2 sacks in his first NFL game for the Carolina Panthers. What a great game he had in yesterday's game. The nail biter was in Green Bay in Lambeau Field. Kaiser cashes in on a red zone touchdown as the Green Bay Packers beat the Houston Texans 28-26. Arizona beats the Los Angeles Chargers. The score there was 17-13 as Murray completes the first NFL drive in that game. And the Seattle Seahawks beat the Denver Broncos 22-14 in that game. Just an amazing game took place there. A couple of games in the NFL today. Tampa Bay is in Pittsburgh on the NFL Network at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and 1:30 in the afternoon for those of you in Hawaii. Minnesota will be in New Orleans at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, and 2 o'clock for those of you in Hawaii. And then on Saturday, there will be a few games, 3 of them to be exact. A couple of them are going to be Bay Area teams, and they'll be both at home. But the first one is Cincinnati at Kansas City. Again, the times are going to be Hawaiian Standard Time. So if you want to know what time it is, it's going to be on the East Coast. So add 6 hours to that time. And if you're on the Pacific Standard Time Zone, add 3 hours to the time that would be stated. Again, Cincinnati will be in Cleveland at 2 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time on Saturday. And the LA Rams take the trip up to Oakland to take on the Raiders at the Oakland Coliseum. That'll be at 2 p.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. And an hour later at 3 o'clock Hawaiian Standard Time on the NFL Network, it'll be Dallas at San Francisco at Levi Stadium there in Santa Clara. And going to Major League Baseball yesterday, let's go through yesterday's scores. And you see the Yankees beat the Blue Jays. They doubled them up 12-6. The Red Sox at home beat the Angels 3-0. And Chris Sale righted himself and struck out 13 over 8 innings in the victory. Detroit beats Kansas City 10-8. Jordy Mercer's 2-run homer in the bottom of the ninth gave the Detroit Tigers the victory and the walk-off home run. So amazing their finish in Detroit. Florida, or used to be the Florida Marlins, but now it's the Miami Marlins. They beat the Atlanta Braves 9-2. Brian Anderson homered twice to lead the Miami Marlins to that 9-2 victory. And the Cubs beat the Reds in Cincinnati 12-5. Anthony Rizzo had a pair of hits as part of a 30th birthday celebration. So happy birthday to Anthony Rizzo as the Cubs beat the Reds 12-5. Cleveland Indians beat the Minnesota Twins 7-5 as Jose Ramirez drove in 3 runs. Mike Clevenger kept Minnesota quiet with 9 strikeouts in the victory. San Francisco blanks Philadelphia 5-0. Madison Bumgarner carried a no-hit bid into the 6th inning and won his 4th straight. So he did give a 1-hitter in that game, and that was in the 6th inning. Only gave up 1 hit, but a masterful performance there. And San Diego beats Colorado 9-3 as rookie Fernando Tatis Jr. hits his 2nd leadoff home run in 2 games as the team records the 6th victory in a row. So congratulations there. Now, today in Major League Baseball, on the MLB network, it will be the Oakland A's and the Chicago White Sox at 9:10 a.m. Hawaiian Standard Time. At 1:07 in the afternoon, there will be regional coverage played. Most of you will get the Yankees and the Blue Jays. Others will get the Angels and Red Sox 3 minutes later at 1:10 in the afternoon. And other games that will take place in Major League Baseball today. The Royals will be in Kansas City at 1:10. Washington is in Shea Stadium against the Mets at 1:10. Also, other 1:10 games is Atlanta at Miami, the Cubs at the Reds. Those are all Hawaiian Standard Time. So those will be 7:10 Eastern Time starts tonight. At 2:10 slates Hawaiian Standard Time, it will be Texas at Milwaukee, Cleveland at Minnesota. At 2:15, it will be Pittsburgh at St. Louis. Arizona is in LA on the West Coast side. West Coast games at 4:10 in the afternoon. And then Colorado is in San Diego as they have a 4-game set. And the Tampa Bay Rays are in Seattle to take on the Mariners. And Philadelphia is in San Francisco at 4:15 in the afternoon, Hawaiian Standard Time, That's starting a 4-game set. So Madison Bumgarner starts off with a great, masterful performance against the Phillies. Again, a 5-0 win and a 1-hitter. So that is what is going on around in sports today, from the NFL, Major League Baseball. Um, you know, when you talk about the upcoming season, I'll tell you, it's just going to be amazing to see what is actually going to be occurring um, in the NBA this year. It'll be very interesting to see what Anthony Davis does this year. Now, the city of LA should be in a frenzy this year because you got Kawhi Leonard, that's with the Lakers. I'm sorry, with the Clippers, and then you got Anthony Davis, who's with the Lakers, along with LB. Um, and Stephen A. Smith of ESPN says that if Anthony Davis does not win an NBA title, it is a failure. What do you folks in LA think? Do you think it would be a failure if Anthony Davis does not win an NBA title this year? What about the Warriors? They don't have Kevin Durant anymore, as he is with the Knicks. So what's going to happen with the Warriors in that Pacific Division this year? Are they going to be a playoff contender? Or without Kevin Durant, will they not be able to be successful this year? Well, I want us to thank you for watching this edition of Game Time with Kenny. It was a shortened edition today, but we did cover the little bit of the NBA and what we think about what's going to happen in the city of LA this year, and around Major League Baseball and the NFL preseason schedule. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you back on Monday to do another edition. And enjoy the rest of your day on this Friday. And whatever you do, just be safe, and just keep cool, whatever you do, and enjoy some football this weekend. All right. Have a great day. And we're going to be signing off with Game Time with Kenny. Until next week, enjoy your weekend and enjoy the NFL preseason this weekend. Bye for now.